Hey, what is up, guys? This is the MacBook Air 2017 for mobile app downloading specifically. If you want to check out what the MacBook is and what MacBook Air 27 is supposed to do, then you can check another channel. This is specific for the mobile app developers. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run Android Studio, Android Emulator, Xcode, and Xcode Simulator in the Mac OS and see how the MacBook Air 2017 performs. So let's dig in. MacBook Air 2017. As you can see over here, this is the MacBook Air 2017 with 13-inch of a screen and 1.8 gigahertz Intel Core i5, 8 GB RAM, Macintosh HD. This is the 2017 model. So as we go over here in the storage, this is the 120 GB version, and from which I've already used 68 GB. 68 GB is only available, where I've used 53 GB of storage. So I'll show you the most frequent question that was asked by the viewers are the how much a Android developer space does it take, and the how much the Xcode does space it takes in the hard drive. So I'm going to show you some detail like how much. See, as you can see here, Xcode currently takes around 6.8 GB on these sticks, and whereas for Android Studio we have 1.2 GB of space on this hard drive. So this storage are not that much, but compared to the Android Studio, the IDE for the iOS app takes a lot of space. So what I'm going to do is show you how much RAM does the Android Studio and the Xcode takes. So let's run the Android Studio first. I might need to fast forward this video if something is a little bit slow. So what you do is you go to Activity Monitor, and here you can see the CPU utilization and the memory utilization of a particular app. As you can see here, let's sort this out. Android Studio currently takes around 434, 474. This is when it started to load. Let's see how much it takes with the emulator and everything. App memory, app memories, outdated Kotlin runtime. Okay, we'll do it later. So I have already a small app that I've been working on. This like dummy app. So for this app to launch, it has taken 692 MB of storage in memory. This memory is the RAM. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this app in an emulator and see how much does that affect the space. So we're gonna closely monitor over here and run side by side our emulator. So let's see. There's a kernel task or something that is taking 795 MB. I don't know if this kernel task is for the emulator or it's a separate process on itself, or maybe this one. System i38. Oh yeah, our app is built, waiting for target device to come online. This is the first time the emulator is loading, so usually once it's started, then it doesn't take that much of time. If you don't have to be worried about this. See, the app is already running. Okay, we have our app. I think this one, QEMU System i38. This is the emulator storage. See, as you can see here, it's going for 1.8 GB. This is the app that I've been learning from the Let's Build That App channel. You can go check them out if you want to. The simple, quick app. It teaches very well. So you can see the emulator takes around 1 GB, and whereas the studio or IDE takes 801. So if you were to change something, like let's do some changes, like I'll change something for you and you can see for yourself. Strings, this is the app name, so this is YouTube video for Mac OS. Okay, let's run this. Let's see how much time it takes. Activity runner, 1 GB for both the things, so basically 2 GB has already been consumed. Then overall usage is like I have a 8 GB of RAM and 6.71 is already in use. Since I'm recording this video on the same OS, so that might count to something. Like here, QuickTime, see, changes are reflecting. So you can see that the changes were smooth and I didn't have any lag in the studio. What I'm going to now, our Android IDE is running, Android emulator is running. Now let's run Xcode. So like let's create a new Xcode project, and in the activity monitor we can see that 2 GB of spaces has been taken by Android Studio. We're going to put the additional load into that. So we're going to create a single I will create a simple app and let's see how it runs. Let's say like YouTube video for Mac OS 2. So this is my name. No, then finish. Next we're gonna make it over the desktop itself. Okay, this is the time it takes. As you can see, the Xcode is much faster than the Android emulator, Android Studio. I mean, what we'll do is we'll create a Mac. This is the view. What we'll do is we'll create a simple app that says hello to you. So we'll say, let's put this one. Let's say like hello everyone, and let's change the size to 100. Come on, change it. Here we can see like okay, change the size to 100. That's it. Drag it. Hello. See. Another one. Change the text. Whoa. Let's run the app. As simple as that. Click. Now we'll see the activity monitor here. Okay, still Xcode is taking way lower storage than that one, 22 to 200 megabyte. And our emulator, where's the emulator for Xcode? Maybe this one, that is taking 963. So this is our iPhone 8 Plus view simulator in iPhone, and that's it. See, our app is up. Hello world. So let's change another. Let's put another text and let's see how it runs. Like let's run this. YouTuber macOS and assistant macOS is already running to stop the terminal launch anyway. Stop. Okay. That was the see app is installed. And in our activity monitor, I think this is the kernel task. Hello world, that's taking 1 GB. So we can conclude that the Android Studio takes a low storage on the hard drive, but it takes a lot of RAM. Android Studio itself takes 1 GB, and the emulator is taking 1 GB itself. So 2 GB of spaces for Android application simulator. For Xcode is like for IDE is 241, and I think this one is for the simulator of the Android, I mean the iOS app, so this will be like 900. So it's like 1.5 for Xcode and 2 GBs for the Android Studio. So that's it guys. So far you